Each school has a designated day of the week that supplies are ordered and delivered. To determine your school's day, look at your SOP manual in the Forms section, and then turn to the Supply Order Standard Operating Procedure. Find your school's name from the list so you know what day of the week to expect supplies and when to order supplies. Supplies are to be ordered on the same day of the week they are delivered. This is what the supply order form looks like. Each school will receive a packet of supply order forms from the Food Production Center office every couple of months. Your school's supply forms are pre-printed with your school's name, date to place the order, date of delivery, and supply usage dates. The date to place the order is the date you must fax the order to FPC. Date of delivery is the date the order will be delivered. Supply usage dates are the dates the supplies on the order will be used. Supply orders are to be placed 2 weeks before the order is delivered. In this example, you can see that the order is due on October 24th and they will receive the order on November 7th. This order would be for the dates of November 8th through the 14th. These dates are important tools in determining how much to order. We will discuss this in more details later. This form lists items that can be ordered. They are in alphabetical order by each item. Each item has a stock number. The order by column is a description of how the item will come, and the amount per column is the quantity in the order by description, as in case or pair, and how many are in the package. For example, aprons come in a box with 100 aprons in the box. When filling out the supply order form, you would record items on these two lines: how many items you have on hand at the school and how many is needed. If you lost the supply order form for a particular date, you can call FPC to send you a new one. Let's look at the supply order form in more detail and go over what each item is. In your SOP manual at the school, under the Forms section, in the Supply Order Standard Operating Procedure, a blank copy of the supply order form is located there. Also located in this procedure are pictures of all the supplies you order on this form. Alcohol prep pads are to be used to sanitize your SmartTemp's thermometer probe. You will only use a few of these pads a day. There are 200 in a box. A box will last you about 2 to 3 months. Aprons are to be worn over your uniform. They provide a barrier between your clothes and food items. Your school should use around 2 to 4 aprons per day, depending on how many food service aides work at your school. There are 100 aprons in a bag, so one bag will last you a while. Band-Aids are to be ordered by the box when your first aid kit is getting low. Bleach is to be ordered by the half gallon, and detergent is ordered by the gallon. Every time you wash dishes, you use approximately 2 tablespoons of detergent and 1 tablespoon of bleach. There are 128 tablespoons of bleach per 1/2 gallon. You only need to order bleach about every 128 workdays. Detergent can be used by custodians, pre-K staff, and latchkey staff to clean lunch tables. Pre-K staff may need a gallon to keep in their classroom, so if they ask you for a bottle of soap, you will need to order them one. Latchkey and custodians can use your open bottle. This may affect the amount of detergent you use on a daily basis. Black square 5-ounce bowls are to be used to serve many of our items, including hot and cold vegetables, canned fruit, fresh fruit, and cheese dip. There are 2,500 bowls in a case. To determine how many bowls you need to order, you need to look at your supply order cheat sheet. In this example, this school uses 0.25 cases every day. Therefore, if they were ordering for 5 days, to determine how many cases of black bowls to order, take 0.25 times 5 days, which would be 1.25. 1.25 cases of black bowls are needed for 5 days worth of menus. Keep in mind that you need more black bowls on queso or jalapeno cheese sauce menu days. 10-ounce foam bowls are to be used for garden side salads. They can also be used for chili. To determine how many bowls you need to order, you need to look at the menu. If garden side salad or chili is on the menu for the dates you are ordering supplies, then 10-ounce foam bowls may need to be ordered. Look at your meal order book to find out how many servings of salad and/or chili is being ordered. Use that number of servings to determine how many bowls you need. For example, if you ordered 50 side salads for a menu date, you will only need 50 bowls. If there are 1,000 bowls in a case, So depending on how many cases of these bowls are in your storeroom and how many are coming in on the other supply orders, you may or may not need to order any more foam bowls. One would use chlorine test strips when testing the 3-compartment sink sanitizing water to ensure that the water is 50 to 100 ppm. If the test strip is less than 50 ppm, then more bleach would need to be added. If the test strip is above 100 ppm, then more water would need to be added. Test strips should be ordered when the bottle gets low or when the bottle expiration date has passed. These 6-ounce foam cups are to be used when your school provides water jugs and cups during meal service so students can have access to water. 6-ounce foam cups may also be requested by a pre-K teacher for their classroom to offer water with snack. Every school is different, and some schools have water fountains instead of a water jug and cups. Some schools have pre-K classrooms and some do not. 2-ounce clear cups and the lids for the 2-ounce clear bowls are to be used at breakfast for serving the hard-boiled egg, as shown in this photo. Cloth gloves are used to handle hot pans and hot foods. They must be washed, rinsed, and sanitized daily. Order more cloth gloves when your current gloves are ripped, torn, or lost. Each school uses a different amount and sizes of gloves. Nutrition Services provides gloves to those staff members working in the lunchroom, assisting students during mealtime like lunch period aids. We also provide gloves to pre-K classrooms and latchkey staff to assist students with snack. Keep all these items in mind when you are ordering gloves. Your school will go through approximately 2 to 5 hairnets every day, depending on how many food service aides work at your school. If your school has 2 food service aides, you will use 3 hairnets a day, needing a new box every 33 workdays. If your school has 3 food service aides, you will need 4 hairnets a day, needing a new box every 25 days. You will need to order trash can liners for your custodian to use in the kitchen and in the cafeteria for mealtimes. Speak with your custodian to determine how many boxes are needed in a week. Pan liners are used to line steam table pans when serving food that may become hard to clean up, like spaghetti, for example. Pan liners may also be used to cover leftover fruits and vegetables stored in your cooler. Each school will use a different amount of pan liners in a week. There are 250 liners in a box, so a box will last a while. Order more pan liners when your box is running low. Meal kits are utensil packs. They contain a fork, spoon, straw, and napkin. Meal kits are our most commonly used supply, being used at breakfast, lunch, pre-K snack, and latchkey snack. You'll need to order enough meal kits for each of these programs at your school. All schools serve breakfast and lunch, but most schools have pre-K and or latchkey snack. To determine how many meal kits you need to order, you need to look at your supply order cheat sheet. In this example, this school uses 1.57 cases every day. Therefore, if they were ordering supplies for 5 days, to determine how many cases of meal kits to order, take 1.57 times 5, which would be 7.85. Round up to 8 cases, so 8 cases of meal kits would need to be ordered for 5 menu dates. Scour pads and wipe alls are used to clean. Scour pads, also known as scratch pads, are used to wash dishes in the 3-compartment sink or to scrub equipment. Scratch pads should be washed, rinsed, and sanitized at the end of each day and can be used for many days. Scratch pads should only be ordered when you are running low, as the package will last a while. Wipe alls are used by food service aides for cleaning kitchens, but they are also used by custodians for cleaning lunchroom tables before, after, and during mealtimes. They will be used by pre-K staff and latchkey staff for cleaning tables before and after snack. There are 12 packages of 90 in a case, equaling 1,080 wipe alls total. You will need to determine how many wipe alls your school goes through on a weekly basis so you can order appropriately. It may be easier to determine how many packages your school goes through on a daily basis. Order soy milk for students who receive soy milk as part of a modified diet request. Your school nurse or one-source operator will communicate with you if there is a student requiring soy milk. Do not order soy milk if you do not have students requiring it. Be sure to watch expiration days of soy milk. Soy milk can be kept cold or at room temperature. If you have soy milk in stock but no longer have a student who requires soy milk, the soy milk may be returned to FPC. 3-pound food trays are to be used to serve breakfast, and 5 compartment trays are to be used to serve lunch. To determine how many 3-pound food trays and 5 compartment trays you need to order, you need to look at your supply order cheat sheet. In this example, this school uses 0.47 of a case of 3-pound food trays and 1.73 cases of 5 compartment trays every day. To determine how many 3-pound food trays to order for 5 days of meals, take 0.47 times 5. That means you need 2.35 cases. To determine how many 5 compartment trays to order for 5 days, take 1.73 times 5. You need 8.65 cases. You cannot order 2.35 or 8.65 on a supply order. You can only order full cases. Therefore, you need to look in your storeroom and at pending supply orders to determine if you have a partial case left over. If you will not have any leftover cases, then you'll need to round up to order 3 cases of 3-pound food trays and 9 cases of 5 compartment trays. Finally, zip ties would be ordered when the supply in your kitchen runs low. We use zip ties when we are returning food in the cold cabinets. Food items that might be returned to FPC include unopened packages of hamburger buns or tortillas, dented cans, and expired food items. The only other items listed on the supply order form are condiments. We will discuss condiments later in more detail.